Welcome to Kadampa podcasts. These podcasts offer practical solutions to daily challenges and help guide us to a happier and more peaceful state of mind. In each episode, you will find an extract from a teaching given by one of various Kadampa Buddhist teachers worldwide. All these teachings are inspired by the profound wisdom of Venerable Geshe Khalsang Gyatso Rinpoche, a Buddhist master for our time. We hope you enjoy listening.
And what is the function of meditation? To make our mind peaceful, calm and peaceful. That is the function of meditation. And why would we want to make our mind calm and peaceful? Because that's the source of happiness. We want happiness. Okay? So this is why meditation is essential. It's not just some hobby that we can take up like all the other different hobbies and things we've tried in our life. Meditation is the answer. It's not just something that's in fashion, some vogue entertainment, you know. Oh, my friend seems to be doing meditation. It's something that's essential in our life. As essential as food, if we actually want to fulfill our wishes and solve our problems, right? Everybody needs meditation, because meditation is leading to the happiness and freedom we long for. Everyone needs the wisdom of Dharma, because this is the source of our peace of mind and therefore the source of our happiness. So we really need to understand what meditation is and how this actually functions practically in our own mind. So if we find the object of meditation, then it can function, and its function is to make our mind peaceful and calm. On page 60 in this edition, Venerable Geshe shares the definition of meditation is a mind that is single-pointedly focused on a virtuous object and functions to make our mind calm and peaceful. So meditation is a mind. Meditation is a mind. Meditation is a mind. This is Venerable Geshe's big message. Meditation is a mind. It's necessarily a mental awareness. It's a mental awareness as opposed to a sense awareness. So maybe some of us have been exploring meditation, different types of meditation that are presented. The word meditation is used for many different experiences. There's now apps and so forth, you know. Some of these are audio, you know, listening to white noise. That's quite vogue at the moment, isn't it? Is that somehow relaxing? I don't know. It's like listening to the Hoover or something. Like, I don't know. Is that relaxing? I'm not sure. Anyway, listening to something or watching something, you know, like a candle flame or something soft focus. So these things can be relaxing, you know, sort of background noise or you know, listening to whales or staring at a candle flame can be relaxing exercises. Granted, yes, but they're not actual meditation, because actual meditation is a mental awareness, not a sense awareness, because only mental awareness can hold virtuous objects. Sense awarenesses themselves are neutral, in themselves are neutral. So meditation is necessarily focused on a virtuous object, which means a positive object, an object that makes our mind feel peaceful and calm when we contemplate and meditate on it. Okay? So meditation is a mental awareness necessarily that focuses single-pointedly on a virtuous object. It's a mental action. Since the actual method to make our mind peaceful is training in meditation, we should apply effort to this training. Whenever we meditate, so whenever we engage this mental action, we're performing an action or karma that causes us to experience peace of mind in the future. From this, we can understand the importance of training in meditation. So already this weekend, we have created incredible causes in our mind for peace of mind, for happiness in the future, as well as making this a very peaceful, comfortable weekend. Beautiful, so special. So Venerable Geshe briefly explained virtuous objects on page 61. Whether an object is virtuous or non-virtuous depends on our position. And then he explains if someone criticizes us, says something we don't like, but we respond with love, with patience in our mind, is that person a virtuous or non-virtuous object? That person is a virtuous object. If we allow that insult to make us angry, if we respond to that with an angry state of mind, then that person becomes an object of anger, non-virtue. That person is a non-virtuous object. We've already looked at this relationship between the mind and the object, and we're understanding there's no object outside of our mind. So it's our responsibility, it's our choice how any object appears to us. Essentially, we can change our position, our view, and make what appears to be external objects into virtuous objects by changing our attitude from negative to positive, changing our mind towards these people or situations, conditions, everything we encounter in our daily life. It's amazing. And this can only happen through training in our meditation, really deepening our experience of changing our mind from negative to positive. Venerable Geshe says here, we should learn to use all living beings as our virtuous objects. Like imagine every single being, every day, is our object of love, compassion, patience. That's our choice. That's our decision. I mean, where has it gotten us to think of them as our enemies or to get attached to them? It just creates so much unnecessary pain, all the problems of our lives. It's not that they're changing all the time. Like they're these chameleons in my life. You know, one minute they're my friend and the next minute they're my enemy. They keep changing from their own side. It's not them. It's our mind that's appearing them that changes. So let's use that understanding to control our attitude, our view of them, and literally change them into beings that create deep love, compassion, and patience in our heart. So we use all living beings as virtuous objects, the objects of our compassion and patience, and all phenomena as objects of our training in emptiness. So all phenomena, including all beings, can be objects of training in emptiness. This is what we do in the meditation break time. outside of our meditation. We're training to maintain these virtuous states of mind that we're trying to accomplish in the meditation in order that they function to keep our mind focused on virtue beyond the formal meditation, which is the other 23 hours and 45 minutes of our day. I'm just joking. The other 22 hours, right? 20 hours? Oh, anyway, depending how long your meditation practices are. Okay, so Venerable Geshe presents these 14, 15 meditations from the 3 different scopes of meditation, which in themselves are types of mind, capacities of mind that we're evolving. And we're using this presentation to find the actual object of meditation. So using the contemplation of the purpose of the meditation. And to do this in a qualified way, we need to be doing this from our heart without sound. Eventually, on our own. And the only way to do this, there's not really any shortcuts, is to actually memorize the words of the meditation so that we're contemplating from our heart the meaning of the words, the essential points. And I know sometimes we're looking at some of these and it's like pages of contemplation and it's like, what? But we just take one at a time and make a plan, and we decide to break it down and make a few essential points. And it's not necessarily word for word initially, but we're beginning to really take the essence of what's being said deeply into our heart. This is contemplation. So as most of us know, there's the 2 aspects of meditation. The analytical, contemplative aspect of meditation, where we contemplate an instruction, a teaching from our heart in order to find the object of meditation. And then once we've found the object, we then place our mind on the object and develop our concentration, which is called placement meditation. So these are 2 essential aspects of our meditation, the contemplation and then the placement meditation. Once we've found our object, we can then meditate on the object single-pointedly. Eventually, that single-pointed focus on the virtuous object becomes longer and longer as our concentration deepens. This is the whole point of meditation. And this is what will actually make the transformation in our mind. This single-pointed focus. So most of us assume that we're just going to be able to read this and then jump into single-pointed focus, concentration. We think that's meditation. And then when we discover that that's not actually possible initially, we get a little bit disheartened, a bit discouraged, and we maybe conclude, I can't meditate. Because we've got these unrealistic expectations that we're meant to be able to have single-pointed focus immediately in our meditations. But what we're understanding is that especially initially, when it's a newer object, we need to do a lot of contemplation first. And that we find very difficult with our busy, distracted minds. It's difficult to sit down and meditate on this contemplation. especially if we don't know it in our heart. So of course, initially, we maybe have to listen to someone guiding the meditation. We can maybe even record ourselves guiding our own meditation. That's helpful. There's audio CDs, MP3s and so forth that we can listen to guide us in specific meditations. Maybe we can manage to read while we meditate. And these are like learning tools initially. This is how we have to start off until we have actually memorized the contemplations. This is the additional advice that Venerable Geshe-la gives us, page 62. If we really wish to attain realizations of the meditations of a persons of initial scope, middling scope, and great scope, we should memorize the essential explanation of the purpose of each meditation. Then, in the actual meditation, we should mentally repeat the essential explanation of the purpose of the meditation while concentrating on its meaning. Okay, so there's a level of concentration in the contemplation, in the analysis. We're concentrating on the meaning of the words that we've internalized. And we're mixing that with our own personal experience. You know, what we're allowing the meaning to be revealed in our mind through gently digesting and savoring the meaning of the words. So this takes time to really sit with the meaning and begin to understand the deeper levels of the meaning in our mind. But it's a beautiful experience because eventually these words reveal the object of meditation. They are leading us to the actual meditation object. So through this is a powerful method to attain the realizations of these meditations that will make our whole life joyful, our samsaric problems cease, and all our actions of benefiting others effective, because we're able to show such a good example. So most of these meditations presented here, the object of the meditation are determinations, such as our determination to attain enlightenment, to benefit each and every living being every day, our mind of bodhicitta. It's a powerful determination that we arrive at through the contemplation of the purpose. With these determinations, these objects are states of mind, actually subjects. So determination is part of intention. So that's our mind transforming into that determination. And that is what we're holding in meditation. We are finding the object, and it's not like finding in the sense of finding a needle in the proverbial haystack, or, you know, it's not like we're looking for someone in a crowded room. We're looking to find them. It's more like finding the object means we're developing it. We're creating the object. We're generating the object through correct contemplation. Okay, so sometimes it's like the object's already there and I just have to find it, and it's like we're scrambling to find something. But what's meant here is that we're generating the object. We're appearing the object.
If you feel inspired by this podcast, then dive deeper into timeless wisdom of modern Kadampa Buddhism by following the link in the episode description. We look forward to reconnecting with you in the next episode of Kadampa Podcasts.